let others talk, second guess her strategies and tactics, and she can certainly defend herself. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Secretary Clinton. I believe that the best way to campaign is one-on-one with people. You can't forge a new sort of consensus. You can't forge public opinion by following public opinion, and you have to engage with people in living room after living room, in luncheonettes and lunch counters. I think that's the best type of campaign, is the one-on-one contact, where we actually talk about the better choices we need to make to get earnings to rise again.
All right, there you go. Will he or won't he? I don't know. I guess he might. Anyway, Dan Gainor, Vice President of Business and Culture at the Media Research Center, joins us. Hello, Dan.
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, so let's talk about Hillary here and the coverage she has gotten. She announced and every scandal went away. Then she took this marvelous tour, and as she's driving, her and Uma, cross country to 1,000 miles, the anticipation building and blah, blah, blah. But I got to tell you, now that it's over, that leg anyway, she got pretty hammered by the media for staged events, for non-access to the media, you name it.
Well, I mean, she did, but the thing is, what happens with liberal scandals is liberal scandals are here and they're gone. And they refuse to go back to the email scandal on the networks. They will, they'll chase around and look foolish chasing her. They'll talk endlessly about her Chipotle trip, which is just, it ends up being a lot of noise and no substance, when you could just keep going back to her and saying, are you going to talk about the emails that you deleted? No, she won't talk about it, and that's just the way it is. And the media don't want to dig deeper. They don't. Now we've got this book coming out about Clinton finances. Will they cover that at all? Or will they talk more about Tim Tebow? My prediction is Tebow.
Well, I hope you're wrong, although I like Tim Tebow. And, of course, they're going to trash Tim Tebow and look to show you how miserable he's doing. And when the day he gets cut, if he gets cut, they'll celebrate again. But you're right. But the Hillary book, that book that's coming out, I mean, it documents. This guy has done his homework on which countries have given how much money, and I mean, it's really is there a quid pro quo for contributions made while she was Secretary of State? I got a feeling, because I already saw a huge story about it in the Washington Post, I got a feeling they are going to cover it. I hope.
Well, I mean, but a lot of things, particularly scandals and political things that get covered in the Post, or the New York Times, or even Politico and The Hill, they'll get covered inside the Beltway, but then they won't make it on the evening news. I mean, I remember back a ways, I can't remember what scandal it was, but Scott Pelley talking about something. It's like, everybody's talking. It was one of the, I think it was the IRS gate or something like that. And Pelley was like, well, everybody's talking about this in Washington, but nobody in the network was talking about it. So what's the point?
Yeah, no, it reminds me of an interview I had with Bob Schieffer many years ago. I just did some highlights of it the other day on my Gimme 5 segment because he's leaving. And I said, you guys don't report on Joe Biden's, 1, 2, 3 consecutive racial statements, and you don't report that he accused the guy who killed his wife, of being drunk all of a sudden when that never was an issue. And he said, well, somebody must be talking about it because you know about it. And I said, yeah, but that's not the point. The point is you're not talking about it. So you're right about that. All right, so let's talk about this abortion thing. I think that Rand Paul has opened up a very important door that the Republicans really have to run with. They have the winning position on abortion in this country, and if they concede it again to the Democrats, they're making a huge mistake.
Yeah, I mean, Rand Paul did America a service by making this an issue and really doing so in a way that boxed Debbie Wasserman Schultz into a corner where she came out with the most extreme pro-abortion position I've seen, somebody allegedly sane state, and the media don't want to talk about it. She came out and said abortion on demand with no exceptions.
Right, it's between a woman and her doctor whenever she wants it, however she wants it. Yep.
That means up to 2 seconds before birth, you can go in and snip the spine of a baby. And that's the Democratic position, even though the Democratic platform is pro-choice, she says. Well, in Europe, they limit it to 20 weeks because after 20 weeks, you're able to, birth those children. They're able to be born and, healthy babies, etc. So even Europe which the left always wants us to emulate, is backed off. But when you look at this horrific, embarrassing statement that she made, ABC, CBS, and NBC don't cover it. They don't want to talk about it.
Well, that's why we're going to need a candidate, whoever he or she may be, that's going to make sure they can avoid it. They got to talk about it over and over again, and get Hillary or whomever to give her opinion and see if it differs from the DNC. All right. Hey, Dan, always great to talk to you, sir. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Take care.
All right, Dan Gainor, ladies and gentlemen, the Media Research Center. All right, we're coming back, of course, and when we do, we'll be joined by a writer for the Washington Examiner, Ash Shao, right here on the Steve Malzberg Show. Don't go away.